So why are we up at 5:05 on a Saturday? It's because, you know, for those of you who have watched the movie Annie, and Daddy Warbucks and his personal assistant, and it works out, and she goes, "We're gonna get Annie," and then they go into this song and everything. I'm not gonna sing or dance or anything, but we get Yuki. And good morning, it's now 5:55, and why are we up again on a Saturday at this time, and we're not in the woods hunting or trying to catch fish? It's because we're heading to, do you like that? I learned that in my communications class.
West Virginia.
Time ago. Heading toward Princeton, West Virginia, where we're meeting folks, and we are picking up Yuki. So we will document this. And 2 years ago, about at the end of August, we started picking up Boomer and Butch and Josie. So 2 years later, it's the Yukester. So there you go. Few awesome memories off of this road right here. The hunting property in Jackson County that we had for 8 years.
Exit right.
All right, good morning. We're about an hour away from meeting our new furry family member, and on our way to Princeton, West Virginia, to meet a breeder out of Blacksburg, Virginia. And so why are we doing this?
Yeah, maybe lack of brain cells, craziness. Adventurous. We are adding a 9th dog to Converse Premium Labs. We had started 6 years ago with 2, with Darlin Dixie, and then 2 years later, which would have been 4 years ago, we added Ginger in July. And then in 2020, after we moved to having less than 11 acres, we added 3 that summer, Butch and Boomer and Josie from Kentucky and Indiana and Georgia. And then last year, 2021, we added 2 from our own girls. We kept one of Ginger's, and then we kept one of Darla's, which is Shay and Shelby. And now this year, we're adding just 1, and that is Yuki.
You looked at me like this is my fault. You're the one who mentioned it.
I just mention things, but I never jump on them like you do. You're just like, okay, we're going to do this. And I'm like,
Well,
okay, wait, I was just like thinking about it, like the idea went through my head.
That was so out there that if you mentioned it, then I knew obviously God was in that. So.
But I just thought about the fact that we're planning now to breed Ginger with Boomer, who are both our yellow female and our yellow male. But our yellow male is really almost completely white. If you've ever seen yellow labs, you know there's a variation. There's labs that are called Dudleys that have a pink nose and pink paws, the pads underneath, and their gums and around their eyes. And then there are ones far as AKC show competitions and other things. So when we got Boomer, he is almost white. He's got very few of the red or golden markings on him, and has the black nose and black around his eyes and on his gums and on his paws pads. And so that's what I was thinking, if we found a female like that. Actually, Beth Carr Kaiser, that I went to school with, asked about a year or two ago, I think it was 2 years ago, if we had, she really loves the white ones. A lot of people really love the look of the white, particularly with more English characteristics. And that's what Boomer has, and that's what Yuki has, who we are now about to pick up, so that in 2 years we can provide puppies and have, yeah, about to go off. If we live and survive, God willing, we will in 2 years have white labs, puppies to provide that have that look. All of it in the fact that we do a lot of extensive DNA testing and pedigree background checking and different things to make sure that we are improving the breed as breeders and bringing the quality of lab puppies into this world that we're not personally bringing them into this world, but overseeing that will be of a blessing and benefit to other people as their pets or service dogs or hunting companions or whatever they so choose to enjoy their pet as.
And to continue your point, how do you know that it's going to, the offspring will be what we want, as Gina had mentioned about the DNA, but also in the pedigree research, I believe it's 6 generations back, Boomer comes from all yellow/white, with the exception of, I believe, on
the 5th generation there was
Dad's
one black. And Yuki comes from 4 generations back of all yellows. So when you get that many generations of that type of pedigree background, you know that the other thing that we are doing and have done since our litter in 2020 is to make sure our pups come from OFA certified parents backgrounds, because of the importance of making sure that their hips and elbows and knees are all, as optimal and strong and healthy as possible.
And the OFA stands for the Orthopedic Foundation for Animals, which is an international recognized authority. It's rather, I don't know, intense really isn't the right word, but there's several steps, and we are planning on taking Boomer and Butch in the next month or two to begin the process, where we will take them to our vet and they will do x-rays of the hip, elbows, knees, and then it gets sent out, those x-rays, I believe it's to the University of Iowa, and they read them and then they come back and score average, good, or excellent. And Ginger, normally they do the males, but we did Ginger, and she came back good on her OFA certification, so that's awesome. So anyway, that's kind of the plan, and having Boomer coming from multiple generations of OFA of in that climate, as well as then Butch did too, and then also having Yuki coming from multiple generations of that, as well as as Juicy did too. So we have, we pride ourselves on that, just so that we know that our families who purchase the pups from us are getting quality dogs, and in the in-between time when the OFA hasn't happened, that we do have a health guarantee for our clients, and we have not had any issues, with the exception, I believe, of 1 or 2 dogs in the, we're probably in the neighborhood of 150 pups over our time have had any type of issues, none of which have been
Never genetic.
that big of a deal. So that's kind of what we're doing.
She wants you to take, and she's got a little cream down her back, so I think she'll be cream. She won't be so white. She reminds me of your boy a lot.
Yes, he did that too.
And
Was
she-
later and got over his parking, you know.
Get back over here, girl. Is she
And we're gonna make some adjustments because we're not gonna have 5 hours of Yuki in the transition, but it'll all be good.
But there she is.
Yes, she's beautiful. And Gina has gone in to grab us some lunch, and here is Miss Yuki. What a big girl. Yes. What you think? Show the people. She's gorgeous. Yeah. What you think? Say hi. Oops. Hi. Come two pretty girls in white. Come on, Yuki.
Ready? I know, I'm trying to get you to go. Before we get back in the car. I don't
She's
wanna
already
be,
gone potty, so.
I know, I just don't want to be pooped on. That's no fun.
Alrighty, going home. Okay, well we have made it home. And it's to your new house.
She tried to deny.
Yes.
You deny it.
So what you think? You have no idea what you're in for. But we'll see. Not impressed. I said Dixie's not impressed. Start a little bit more. All right, welcome to your new family. Welcome to your new family. All right, our first night hanging out on the porch.
Quit. Oh.
You want to give those to Mom? Sort of like an offering, because you just tore them up. That's Baxter. Oh, Baxter's just letting him do it. Up. You're crazy, aren't you? So it looks like the transition is going okay. Welcome to our family, Miss Yuki.